Selamat sejahtera and hi. We are from group number 33 from Business Law. The topic we chose for our group assignment is the smart legal contract. And I'm Sri Lakshmi Krishnan, AP190340. Now I would like to present the introduction part. A smart legal contract is a piece of recorded on blockchain that executes contract terms automatically when specific conditions are satisfied. A smart contract has conditions when structured, and if the or when specific criteria are satisfied, a new action is carried out. The code can include as few or as many conditions as are required to complete a specific transaction, and it is typically written and implemented by programmers rather than traditional lawyers. Smart legal contracts were one of the significant developments that allowed traditional contracts to be digitally automated in certain ways, allowing users to ensure an immediate outcome with least human input. That's all for introduction. Thank you.
My name is Chong Tianying and my matrix number is AP190261. Now I'm going to present my part formation of smart legal contract. So there are 5 factors for the formation of smart legal contract. The first one is agreement. Agreement is the first step in the process of creating a legally enforceable contract. There is no requirement for natural language negotiations, and smart legal contract do not have a problem with people being anonymous or using a fake name. The second factors for the formations of smart legal contract is consideration. The consideration types of contract might be made in writing and signed. Writing is defined as representing and reproducing words in a visible form under the English law. Therefore, smart legal contract with provision writing in natural language plainly meet this requirement. Smart legal contract also written entirely in code can be signed electronically using a digital signature to verify a piece of code that has been deployed on a DLT system. The third one is certainty and completeness. We would expect executable code to provide certainty and completeness when a smart legal contract is formed entirely of code. Courts can utilize standard contract interpretation to determine whether a smart legal contract is clear and comprehensive in these cases, as there can in other types of smart legal contract. The fourth one is intention to make a legal relationship. If two people making a clear agreement in a business setting, it is generally assumed that they mean to create a legal relationship. So this means that the presumption might not apply in cases where an agreement can be inferred from behavior, as what explained above from automated contract. The last one is formality. A deed is a type of contract no need to be considered, and it must be signed in front of a witness. A smart legal contract, which are plain language contract that are performed by code. The next slide is interpretation of smart legal contract. So the Law Commission is of the opinion that even smart legal contract that are composed entirely of code should be open to interpretation. This is due to the fact there are maybe disparity between what is code is intended to mean and what is actually achieved when it is put into action. According to the Law Commission, it is compatible with the approach that is now used to interpret contract. So the first one is making a supporting document for a business process called a term sheet, which could be used as an agreement before a contract that is only coded. The second one is making code explanation in plain language that is either referenced in the code agreement or said to be part of the agreement. The third one is preparing a supporting business process document, much like the headings in a traditional contract. So that's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Tan Ekwan. Now I will present the part of the Legal of Smart Contract in Malaysia. The Legal of Smart Contract has divided in 4 sections, which Section 5, Section 10, Section 2A and B. For the Section 5 is the proposal can be withdrawn back at any time for the purpose until the notice of acceptance is complete but not thereafter. For the Section 10, all agreements are contracts if they are made by the free consent of participant component to contract for a lawful consideration, and which are the lawful object and are not hereby expressly declared to be void. For the Section B, when a person indicates to another person that he or she is willing to or not to doing anything with a view to obtaining the consent of the other person to the act or not to act. In this situation, this is defined as to make a proposal, while for the Section 2A is when a person to whom proposal is made a signifies his essence thereto. The proposal is said to be a accept a proposal when an accept become a promise. For the future development of smart contract system, first is create a smart contract ecosystem. It's possible to see that state of smart contract progress, which will lead a better and more useful smart contract because in practice, in transactions and contract usually involves a multiplayer. While for the second, getting more court interested in increasing recognitions of smart contract. So far, there are no substantive court decision or regulation know the specific address smart contract. Smart contracts are legal and comfortable. This because as the use of smart contract increase, court decision will give a increasing clarity on how to view a smart contract, and their will programming can be adapted accordingly. While for the third is the smart contract will be give more attention via regulations. We anticipate authority to pay more attention to how smart contract may work in variety of scenarios, which will be especially significant in use cases involving different countries, while the last is increasing the number of talent people in the field. Currently, one constant to smart contract development is that the talent is not yet meeting the needs of the field. As the quality and quantity of talent of smart contract improve, it will allow for an increase in more development of smart contract and variations audience thus increasing trust in this field.
Now I'm going to present about the smart contract and the blockchain. The meaning of smart contract is an easy memory programs, and it also is a self-executing contract with the terms of the agreement between the buyer and the seller, and it was written direct into the line of code. And the function of the smart contract, which is it can be used by organization because it had a strong security prospect at the distribute legend in is indestructible and immune to change, and it also can distinguish mediation among parties into agreement that cut down the dependence on the middleman. And it also can offer an accurate analysis of smart contract of a project, and it is significant action to protect the fund invest. And the benefit of smart contract, which is autonomy and saving. It doesn't broken or other intermediaries to confirm the agreement. Thus, they eliminate the risk of manipulations by third parties. Moreover, the access of an intermediate in smart contract result in cost saving. And next, which is safety. All the documents stored in the blockchains are multiple times. Thus, organisms can be restored in the event of any data loss. And third, which is speed. Using smart contract result in the eliminations of error that occur due to manual filling of numbers forms.
So, in conclusion, a smart legal contract is a piece of software that automatically implements contract provisions when certain criteria are met. The smart legal contract is a code-based contract that enables parties to enter talks with little or no plain language explanation for the code changes they are making. Anyone who understands a programming language may understand smart legal contracts written in source code. Even code-based smart contracts should be accessible to interpretation. A legally binding contract is required to be legitimate and enforceable under common law. The Malaysian Law Commission has investigated how these remedies may be used to smart law contracts. Thank you.